In the Fertile Crescent, where civilizations were born and empires rose and fell, there exists a place where the sands of time hold secrets older than the stars themselves. Nestled in the mountains of ancient Syria, hidden from the prying eyes of modern man, lies the forgotten city of Ugarit. Our story begins with Eli, a bright-eyed archaeology student who's always been fascinated by the lost civilizations of the past. The journey to Ugaritic is fraught with peril, as they must brave treacherous terrains and navigate through dense foliage. Yet their determination to uncover history's mysteries keeps them going. As Eli approaches, he feels an overwhelming sense of dread mixed with excitement. What secrets does this tomb hold? And what mysteries will they help him solve? When he learns about a rarely explored tomb in the ancient city of Ugarit, he jumps at the chance to lead the excavation. Among their finds are clay tablets inscribed with a mysterious writing that seems to hold profound knowledge, but also hints at something sinister. Little does he know that this discovery will change his life forever. He becomes obsessed with uncovering the truth, even if it means risking his own sanity. The tunnel is dark and dank, the air thick with the smell of decay and dust. They speak to him in the same forgotten language he's been deciphering during his waking hours, and it's clear that they're trying to communicate with him. He realizes that the key to unraveling the mystery lies in deciphering the language and breaking the code of the whispers. At first, he dismisses them as mere figments of his imagination, the byproduct of a tired mind. But the whispers grow louder, more persistent, and soon he can't escape them even when he's awake. Armed with nothing but their wits and a few flickering lanterns, the team ventures deeper into the earth, each step echoing in the oppressive silence. His obsession becomes all-consuming, pushing away his friends and family who worry about the toll it's taking on him. He realizes that the whispers are guiding him, leading him closer to the truth behind the tomb and its mysterious inhabitants. The writing is not just ancient Sumerian, it's actually a forgotten dialect known only to a handful of scholars. The god was so terrifying that the city's rulers sealed him within the tomb, hoping to keep him imprisoned forever. They speak of a terrible curse, one that was meant to be buried in the sands of time. The whispers have been his way of reaching out, seeking a vessel to possess, a way to bring him back into the world. Finally, he reaches a hidden chamber, untouched for centuries. Trapped and desperate, he struggles to free himself from the encroaching darkness. The line between reality and madness blurs, and he begins to question his own sanity. The entrance to the tomb disappears under a mountain of rubble, leaving no trace of Eli or his discovery. The god's presence is upon him, and he has become its chosen vessel. He doesn't realize that he's being manipulated, that he's merely a pawn in a much larger game. His eyes are vacant, staring into the distance with an otherworldly gaze. The whispers have become his voice, and he is no longer in control. He is the new vessel of chaos, and he is here to bring ruin to the world. The final shot zooms out, showing Eli standing amidst the ruins of the tomb, his silhouette framed against the setting sun. He is a harbinger of doom, and the whispers have become his legacy. Excited by his find, he begins to translate the text, eager to unlock its secrets. He looks up at the sky, and a sinister smile spreads across his face. The god of chaos has returned, and he is its instrument of destruction. Accompanied by a team of fellow archaeologists, they set out on their adventure. With trembling hands, Eli translates the last inscription, and what he reads sends a chill down his spine. It's the voice of the old god of chaos, but now it sounds different, stronger, as if it were speaking through a new vessel. As they finally reach the entrance of the tomb, anticipation hangs heavy in the air. Within the tomb, they find an ornately carved sarcophagus in the center of a circular chamber. Carefully, they begin to unearth the relics of the past, uncovering artifacts that tell tales of a civilization long gone. One day, while examining the tablets, Eli makes a shocking discovery. But as he delves deeper into the cryptic messages, he realizes that they contain something more than just ancient wisdom. Driven by his insatiable curiosity, Eli pushes forward, ignoring the warnings inscribed on the tablets. As the days turn into weeks, Eli finds himself plagued by strange whispers in his sleep. The voices seem to be coming from the very walls of the tomb, echoing in the chambers of his mind. Determined to understand their message, Eli pores over the tablets, searching for a connection to the whispers haunting his dreams. He spends countless hours poring over ancient texts, seeking any resemblance to the whispers. Finally, after what seems like an eternity, Eli believes he's made a breakthrough. But as he follows their cryptic guidance, he finds himself venturing further and further into the unknown. With renewed determination, Eli continues to follow the whispers, trusting that they will lead him to the heart of the mystery. The whispers grow louder, more insistent, urging him towards the innermost sanctum of the tomb. Inside, he finds a small statue of an emaciated old man with wings, and a single clay tablet bearing the final message in the forgotten language. It tells the story of a powerful god of chaos, whose followers practice dark rituals in the forgotten city of Ugarit. But now, after centuries, the god's power is returning. Eli realizes with horror that he has unwittingly played the role of the unsuspecting hero, allowing the entity to slowly corrupt him, whispering their dark secrets into his mind. As the weight of his discovery crushes him, he tries to escape the tomb, but it's too late. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake, and the walls of the tomb start crumbling, threatening to bury Eli alive. But the whispers have become screams, and the god's voice echoes through the tomb, mocking his futile attempts to escape. As the tomb collapses around him, Eli screams out in terror, his voice swallowed by the dust and debris. And so the legend of the Whispering Tomb is passed down through the ages, a cautionary tale of the dangers of seeking forbidden knowledge. But here's the twist ending. In the final moments before the tomb collapses, a faint whispering can be heard coming from beneath the rubble. And as the last stone is dislodged, the camera pans up to reveal Eli's face. With a newfound strength, Eli steps out of the rubble, leaving the collapsed tomb behind him. The villagers who had dismissed his warnings now face the wrath of the god, and Eli revels in their fear. He is no longer a humble archaeologist. The whispers have become screams, and Eli lets out a deafening roar as he unleashes the god's power upon the world. Did these echoes from the past send shivers down your spine? If so, give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps us unearth more disturbing truths. And to keep venturing into the darkest corners of history and the most haunted locales with us, don't forget to subscribe right now. Every subscriber helps us bring these forgotten fears to light. Until next time, remember, some stories aren't just stories. They're warnings,